Okay, so Bronny James is back in the USC lineup. So what's this really mean for all of us basketball fans? But what does this mean for Bronny James himself? Is he going to be back to his old self? Or are they going to really limit his minutes to a point where he can't even score? Well, let's get down. Let's really check out how Bronny James was able to play in his first game back. Bronny, welcome back. I'm glad that you're feeling a lot better. And in one of the first plays that he had, he was able to go up and block a shot very similarly to how his dad blocks shots in the NBA. If we actually look at how high he was able to get, he almost got his head to the rim. This is very impressive. Obviously, he didn't really lose any hops, if any at all. If anything, he may have been able to jump even higher now. Remember, he's got a lot of time off. His muscles have healed, and if he's been training during that time, he's going to be in potentially better shape going into these games. This was a massive block, so good job to Bronny in this clip. We can also see from this angle right here, this zoom in, that some of the things that he's doing to be able to get up high. First off, he's using his arms. He's obviously looking at where that ball is going. He's timing those steps, but some of the other things that he's really doing is watch how low he's able to get. He's at about a 45 roughly degree angle on his knees and about maybe 90 degrees on his hips. This is what's going to really help explode him up into the air. His penultimate step also is perfect. This is very, very good. And yes, he was obviously able to get that block and his head was basically at the rim. He also has some really nice court vision. So right here, he looks at taking the shot. This was a fantastic shot fake because this guy was closing out strong. And of course, Bronny is a very quick player. Remember along the sidelines to never do a negative step. That's going to pump you or push you essentially out of bounds. Your back foot's always going to go out of bounds if you do a negative step. So you can't do that along the sidelines. He's able to attack right here. He is still showing that he's got really nice ball control. He brings that ball from his left side over to his right side, and that's when he picks it up. He's essentially got three players around him, so obviously at that time he needs to be able to pick that ball up and not continue to dribble it. He's got two steps. He only takes the one. He does a quick drop pass over to his team center, and his team center was able to then finish right at the rim with the dunk. So this was a fantastic assist. When he drove, he gathered three players, which then he was able to then dump it off for the center. This is exactly how you need to be playing basketball. Anytime you drive baseline and you've got multiple defenders around you, obviously there's going to be somebody open and you need to be able to find them. If you dribble with your head up, as he did right here, he's keeping his head up, keeping his head up, keeping his head up. Even right here, he's got his head up. He knows that this guy should have been popping out here. There could have been another option for him. But either way, he's got a man diving down. He's got another guy helping off from center, and obviously his own man is following him. So when you're attacking, you have to keep that into your head, knowing, okay, his man dropped off, I've got two options. Which one is the best option I've got? Well, right here, that quick high pass fake, that moved these two players out of the way, in which case, what we now have is these two guys not really dropping down. He should have been getting his butt out of the way, and this would have been allowing him to have even more options, but he still got it to the center. And in the fast break, he's able to think really quickly. Anytime you get the ball up sideline, you should be always looking to pass middle. That's exactly where Bronny James is. Bronny James gets that ball. Watch how many dribbles he takes. One. That is to draw that defender up. This allows him to get that pass down to his big man, who should have finished with the alley-oop, but instead finished with the reverse. And he has very good floor spacing. We can see that right here. They're going one man down middle with the ball, guy up the sideline. Look how close to the sideline Bronny is. You really want to space the floor. By spacing the floor, look how close to the sideline he is. Look how close to the sideline Bronny is. By spacing the floor, as we see right here, this is going to stretch the defense out. And if it doesn't stretch the defense out so this guy can go up middle, you're going to have yourself an easy three-point shot. And that's exactly what he does right here. This is right into his wheelhouse. This is something that a lot of high-level players like Bronny will be practicing, sprinting down the right side, catching, shooting, because of course if you've got a player advantage, as we have right here, player here who can get the rebound, two more crashing, and this guy should also be crashing in my opinion too, but if you've got a fast break and you've got numbers, you should be pulling for the three, especially if you've got guys in position to rebound. And here he does score that shot, so they don't need rebounders. But this is something that every player who wants to play college should be able to hit, is somebody who is wide open, on the run, kick out pass for the three. You need to be able to hit that shot, and that's exactly what Bronny does right here. He's also playing good heads-up basketball. He's coming down 2-on-2. Does he try to force it or does he pull it out? Well, at this point, he gets it to the inside the three-point line, but these guys are cutting off his path. He could have kicked it out. They could have tried to force something, but why? Why try to force it? You've got time on the clock. You're up by 1. Guess what? Why try to force something, miss it, and let the other team come back and get a lead? You don't want to have that. So pull it out, slow the clock down a little bit, pull it out, push it up towards your actual point guard, and now you can set a play. He did get fouled here on that pass with 21 seconds left. Not surprising, but just by moving that ball around, that will allow him to be able to either get that foul or to not allow the other team to get the ball. And now for those players or those people who think that he should have dribbled towards the corner, that is a bad idea. That's where you get trapped, and that could have been leading to a turnover instead of a foul. If you turn the ball around here and try to reverse it out, this is where they want to foul you. If you get it in these corners here, up in these 4 corners, instead of trying to foul, if they're a smart team, they're going to try and trap you so that they can get that turnover and not waste a foul. If you can keep the ball in this area of the court here, at least essentially, if you can keep it right here, they're going to foul you. But if you're anywhere along the sideline, they're going to try and trap you. And if you're in the corners, they're not even going to try and foul you at all. It's going to be an automatic trap. So that was a very heads-up smart move by Bronny there. So I hope that you've learned something in this video, but also this is fantastic news. Bronny James is back. If Bronny is watching, which I doubt, congratulations on coming back. I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your season. Hit that like button, subscribe. Make sure to go check out my shooting workout that is down in the description below if you want to be able to shoot the basketball from further away. I'll see you guys again in my next video.